Can you sit? Good girl. Wanted to say a few words about Zita's nose. Oh, you sniff something, don't you? Huh? What do you smell? Huh? What's that you're smelling? What's that you're smelling, Zita? Huh? What do you smell? Huh? You smell something in the wind? Huh? You all know that dogs have very sensitive noses, and many more times, oh, you yawned there, huh? Many more times stronger than human noses. And Zita here, my yellow lab, she likes to follow her nose sometimes. Did you see how she licked her nose? Dogs lick their nose to keep their nose clean. Keep their nose clean. You really smell it. See, did you see how she licked her nose there? They keep their nose clean. That way they can smell better. And so a good way to see if your dog is healthy or not actually is to touch your dog's nose. Now, you saw her nose. She just licked her nose, and so looked it again. If their nose is cold and wet, that means you have a healthy dog. If you have a dog whose nose is dry, kind of warm, feels warm to the touch, that means your dog might have some health problems. So we're gonna let Zita sniff around here a little bit and see what she can find. What do you smell? Go, good girl, good girl. Zita loves walking through the tall grass and even through the woods and pretty much anywhere, nose to the ground and ears perked up, listening to the sounds. Dogs have very good hearing and a very keen sense of smell. See how happy she is? Her tail is wagging. When she gets really excited, that tail really gets going. Some of you have seen her when she's real excited, and that tail, it's kind of hard. It's also her rudder when she swims. You saw that in a previous video. Zita is a great dog. All of our dogs are great dogs. Today we're talking about Zita's nose. Seems kind of like a strange topic, but that nose is pretty important to dogs. Their sense of smell is very keen. It's said to be as much as 30,000 times stronger than humans. And so that's a pretty strong sense of smell, because we're always smelling things too, aren't we? We smell the beautiful flowering plants in the spring. And sometimes even when something is baking or cooking, we love the smell of things like chocolate chip cookies in the oven or banana bread. But there's more to a dog's nose than the sense of smell. Dogs around their nose have long, stiff hair follicles. These hair follicles are not like the fur on the rest of your dog's body. These hair follicles are anchored into the dog's skin, and there's nerve endings that are very sensitive in the roots of these hair follicles. These hair follicles actually are called vibrissae. And as you can tell by the name, when they're touched or when they rub up against something, they cause like a little vibration or a little tingle in the skin. You might have hair on your arms or your hands, and if you just brush your hands ever so gently, brush your fingers ever so gently over the hairs on your arms or your hands, you might feel a little tickle. So you have a little bit of that in your own skin, a little bit of that vibrissae. And what that does for the dogs, they have those long hairs around their nose, on their sides of their, what we would call their snout, and under their chin, and even around their eyes. Your cat has the same things. A lot of mammals have those long hairs. Sometimes we call them whiskers, right? We refer to a cat's whiskers. It's the vibrissae that all mammals on those four-legged types have. and they actually help protect them. While a dog can smell very well and hear very well, a very keen sense of hearing, their eyesight isn't the greatest. They can see very good at a distance, but close up, not so well. So they have those vibrissae, those hairs that when their nose rubs up against something, when Zita is walking through the grass and the long stem grass brushes against those long hairs, those coarse long hairs on the side of her snout or under her chin, her instinct then is to move her head in the opposite direction. And also under her chin, dogs can't see because, unlike us who are relatively flat-faced in comparison to dogs, they have that long snout where their nose is attached to the end. And so they really can't see under their chin because their chin goes so far out in front of them. Anyway, they have those hairs under their chin too to tell them how close they're getting to the ground. And if those hairs under their chin touch something, their natural instinct is to raise their head a little bit so that they don't bump their chin into things like logs and sticks or whatever might be underneath their chin. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video and found it informative about the dog's nose and the area on the dog's face around their nose. Zita is having fun walking around and sniffing things and enjoying exploring out in this meadow. All right, well, we're back from our walk. Zita's back from following her nose, and dogs really learn a lot of the world around them by scent. You and I probably can't imagine what that's like, but they identify really by their scent. See, she's still smelling things, and she's kind of warm right now. She's beginning to pant. Someday I'll do a video about why dogs pant. You see how she's breathing? So that's called panting. And so that's how she cools herself off. She has her tongue hanging out there. See that? Oh, you're a good dog, aren't you, Zita? So we're done exploring now. It's a nice warm day, and Zita had a lot of stimulus with all the scent that she caught out there. It makes her a good hunting dog. She gets on a track and she follows what she's after, and pretty soon dogs like this, they'll scare something up like a pheasant or something for the hunter to shoot. So they're good hunting companions with that good super sensitive Snoopy sniffer nose that they have on them. So hope you enjoyed our video.